Indonesia Dating Guide advises how to pick up Indonesian girls and how to hook up with local women in Indonesia. Travel, enjoy and have fun with hot single girls, and you might even meet the love of your life. Indonesia is a country which is situated in the southeastern part of the continent of Asia. The country is formally known as the Republic of Indonesia. Indonesia holds the distinction of being the largest island nation in the whole world. The country of Indonesia has a population of almost 265 million people. This staggering population figure does make the country the fourth most populous country across the globe. The women of the country of Indonesia can primarily be stereotyped as mild-mannered dames. This is because most of the women from the country are known for being soft-spoken. They do not have a lot of confidence, they are not good at communication, and to top it all, they live in a male-dominated society where their views and opinions are not held with high regard. Secondly, the women of the country have been conditioned to follow the religion with the utmost sincerity. More than 85% of Indonesian women are Muslims. Therefore, these women are known for taking the teachings of Allah very seriously. They shall always obey the Quran, and they shall refrain from all that is listed as a sin. These women are so dedicated to their religion that a great majority of them can be compared to the women of Arabic countries. The women in Indonesia are known to be disciplined, and seldom do they indulge in religious vices such as partying, getting physical with men, drinking, smoking, consuming drugs, etc. The women are particular about their habits, and they are extremely cautious in public. They seldom step out with men, they do not stay out till late, neither do the women in the country disobey the elderly. Such is the culture that they are led to believe that decisions made for them by the adults are in their best interests. The women seldom date before marriage, while premarital sex is one of the biggest possible sins according to them. Thus, Indonesia turns out to be a damp squib in many ways for visiting tourists who are looking to get laid. Due to the above-mentioned religious constraints, a large chunk of the women from the country of Indonesia are conservative not just in their attitude, but also their daily choices. The women of Indonesia avoid wearing clothes that are considered to be too modern, too revealing, or against their traditions. The women wear conventional burqas and jilbabs. These forms of clothing are often advocated by religious heads and family members as they cover the woman from head to toe, without revealing much except for her feet, her hands, and her eyes. This does not imply that all women wear such clothing. There is a sizable population that wears modern clothing with religious touches. Though body-fitting clothing is a sin, some of the women prefer to wear it, and tourists visiting the country will surely be lusting for these women after seeing them. These Indonesian women might have facial features that in a few ways look Asian, such as their eyes and facial structure, but beyond this, the women have luscious lips, medium-sized breasts, and buttocks, and are natural brunettes. On the whole, they are attractive, and having sex with one of them is a great experience for any visiting tourist. On the personality front, most of these women are limited and shy. They are not extremely well educated either. The country does have a prominent education system, but the women did not have complete access to these without the right means. The narrative has changed only much recently. The younger generation has women who are doing well, and some of whom are earning their bachelor's degree, while the rest are increasingly being empowered. The women who hail from simple households are determined, but they do not have ambitions that involve reaching for the sky. Most of these women simply know to speak in Indonesian, and they cannot communicate in English whatsoever. On the other hand, the women who hail from well-to-do families are well educated. They have traveled parts of the world and know a little conversational English. These women are especially pretty and are a good catch. The women of Indonesia undoubtedly have good features, but due to the conservative outlook of the society and the rigidity of religion, most of these women can be spotted wearing traditional clothing through which bystanders and passers-by can barely observe the beauty of these women. The women of the country of Indonesia are friendly and chatty like many other girls from Asian counterparts. How to pick up girls. Picking up girls in the country of Indonesia is certainly a difficult task. This is primarily because of the culture that prevails in the country. Women are extremely religious and seldom are free to interact with men and get close to them without societal approval. As a tourist, if you wish to pick up women in the country of Indonesia, you shall have to work hard. This includes dressing sharply, interacting with women, charming them, and making them feel special. But remember, all of this has to be done keeping in mind the sensitivities of the Indonesian people. Pro tip: some girls from conservative areas of the country are traveling to touristic islands for having fun. It's much more likely to get laid with an Indonesian woman on the liberal islands of Bali, Gili Islands and Lombok than in Java, Sumatra, Kalimantan, Sulawesi or Papua. Pro tip: on touristic islands you have a really good chance to hook up with tourist girls. Bali is the best place for hooking up with tourist girls. Just open Tinder and start swiping. Bali is one of the most famous holiday destinations for meeting single girls. You have to compete with the local beach boy surfer dudes though, as many Western girls like to visit Bali just because they can have romantic and erotic holiday hookups with local guys. Any tourist visiting the country needs to bring his A game if he has any hopes of getting lucky. Best places to meet girls. The country of Indonesia and its females are tough nuts to crack. In the modern world, the bazaars are replaced by shopping malls and seldom are there places better than these to interact with young horny girls in any country. These offer a controlled environment and a host of amenities all under one roof. Hooking up at nighttime is marginally better than the day game. This is because the liberal women who are into partying and drinking step out at night, but on the whole things don't change much and a tourist too shall have to struggle to find a woman ready for a casual sexual encounter. Best nightclubs to meet girls. The nightlife in the country of Indonesia is not the best. A handful of cities such as Jakarta, Yogyakarta, and Bandung have great nightlife. The island of Bali is the best location for partying in Indonesia. Hence, a tourist must stick to the major cities or touristic islands if he wishes to enjoy his trip at some of the best nightclubs in the country, packed with the hottest women around. Given below is a list of some of the most happening nightclubs, pubs, and bars to meet naughty females in the country of Indonesia. Jenja, Jakarta, nightclub. Bali Joe Bar, Seminyak, Bali. Sky Garden, Kuta, Bali. That's all for today. Please don't forget to comment and do hit like, share and subscribe. It really helps a lot for YouTube algorithms.